Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, then welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or just a returning listener or a watcher in general, then thank you for coming back and supporting my channel. I'm not going to make this intro too long. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's case. Today's true crime story is about Jennifer Kesse. On January 24th, 2006, 24-year-old Jennifer Kesse disappeared while heading to work. Her car was later discovered a mile from her home, and surveillance footage captured a mysterious man leaving her vehicle there. The more you learn about the case, the stranger it gets. Jennifer Kesse lived in Orlando, Florida. She had a stable life working as a finance manager, and she was in a steady relationship supported by her loving family. So when Jennifer suddenly vanished without a trace, it seemed highly unlikely that she disappeared willingly. That morning, her boyfriend was expecting a call from Jennifer, as she usually called him while she was driving to work, but that call never came that day, and when he tried to reach her, it went straight to voicemail. Meanwhile, Jennifer's workplace had also been trying to contact her, and it wasn't like her to miss work without notice. Her parents were soon informed and immediately suspected something was wrong. They rushed from Tampa to Orlando to search for her. At her condo, everything seemed normal except for the absence of her car. A wet towel and clothes were laid out among other things, suggesting that she had got prepared for work that morning. However, she had never arrived and there was no sign of her. 2 days later, her car was found parked outside an apartment complex with no useful clues since the car had been wiped down. Detectives concluded that robbery was not a motive since her valuables were left inside Jennifer's car. However, the following items are known to be missing, which are her cell phone, her iPod, her keys, her purse, her briefcase, and the outfit she was wearing. Authorities were unable to ping her cell phone because the power remained off. Her bank account key card has not been used since her disappearance. A forensics examination of the car yielded little in the way of evidence, only a late imprint and a small DNA fiber. In my opinion, I feel like this is kind of conflicting, saying that robbery is not the motive because who steals iPods? Even in 2006, like if you were not attempting to just rob somebody, why steal their iPod, their keys, their purse, their briefcase, like literally the cell phone, everything of value, and the bank card. So I don't know, but you have to use your own discretion with this part. The search dog followed a scent trail from the parked car back to the apartment complex, leading detectives to suspect that the perpetrator may have returned to her apartment's parking lot after abandoning the vehicle. No other evidence was discovered along the route. One lead came from a grainy CCTV footage capturing someone dropping off Jennifer's car. However, the camera only took snapshots every 3 seconds, and in each image, the person's face was obscured by a gatepost. Investigators estimated the individual was between 5'3" and 5'5", but they couldn't determine the gender. Routinely, investigators first questioned Kesse's immediate family and friends, and her close friends, to see if any of them could have a motive to abduct her. Her ex-boyfriend recently got upset because he was wishing to get back with her, and he was also interrogated, but it was concluded that he had nothing to do with her abduction. And her current boyfriend was also questioned, but his alibi checked out, also eliminating him as a suspect. At the time of her disappearance, Kesse's condominium complex had been undergoing a major expansion, and many of the laborers on site were non-English speaking. Kesse told family members on several occasions that the construction workers constantly catcalled, whistled at, and harassed her. Due to the language barrier, investigators were unable to investigate many of them. No other leads regarding them were discovered. Detectives then turned their focus to her place of employment and began questioning her co-workers. Her computer was taken for a forensic examination, which revealed that a manager where she worked desired a relationship with her, but she had refused his advances because she opposed workplace relationships. Detectives interviewed this multiple times, but ultimately ruled him out as a suspect. Years later, the Kesse family refused to let the case go cold. They sued the Orlando Police Department to access the case records. Among the 16,000 records, they discovered that police had found some DNA in Jennifer's car. though it was too small to test. Photos of the car showed dust indents on the hood, leading her family to suspect that a struggle might have taken place there. Investigators and Kesse's family and friends remain open to the theory that she fell victim to human trafficking, but consider it less likely than others. Her family feels the police failed to properly investigate her disappearance. In November 2022, the case was transferred to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement. Jennifer Kesse is still considered missing. Despite new leads and additional searches, as of 2024, no arrests have been made and Kesse's whereabouts remain unknown. I will provide a timeline so everyone can kind of get an idea of when she first went missing or when they think she first went missing, down to the moment that she disappeared. In my opinion, it could have been a construction worker. Could have been someone she worked with. Definitely don't think it was like her ex-boyfriend or her current boyfriend at the time, but you can never know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like this video if you truly liked it. Subscribe so that you're notified every time I post, and I'll check you guys out in my next video.